Good morning and good afternoon, fellow folks. This is my world tour video after a month in the making from my last one, and I thought this was a perfect time for me to kind of catch you guys up with all the changes. If you haven't seen the last one, then just watch this one because I'm gonna still recap everything that is in this world. So let's not waste enough time and let's get started. This is the town where anyone who wants to play with me, like multiplayer, they build their house here. There's only two people who play with me multiplayer. They live in this house right here, and the other one lives in this house right here. So they're my friends who play on this multiplayer world. And yeah, so this is my town called Nexus City. This is basically the entrance to the city. It used to be a town, but I would say it's not a city yet because, you know, it's not as big as I'm going to make it. But what my idea is for my main base over there in Nexus City to be connected. So this place right here, I've been doing a lot of digging. I have a stroker box right there full of sand and a whole bunch of stuff just laid out everywhere. And my oh ow, my idea is to extend Nexus City to connect to here and to make this place one big city and have it surrounded by walls. But of course, that's going to be a very long-term project, and I'm nowhere near that. And this world is 1 year old, around ish. I created it around just a week or two after not September. What am I saying? Yeah, after January of the beginning of 2020. So first, let's go to bed. This is my house, not my main base, but my house. Whenever I come over here, because it's really annoying to have to go back and forth from my main base, especially if I'm trying to build something over here. So I'm kind of moved in here, actually. Have some shulker boxes full of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed right now, and then I will explain the rest as soon as we wake up. Hopefully it's not raining anymore, and of course it's raining. Oh, it's sunny now. Okay, good, perfect. Okay, so, this house, I actually looked up a tutorial video on YouTube. I was kind of running ideas. I didn't really know how to, like, what to do to build this, so, you know, I just figured why not. It's not gonna hurt anything for me to just look up a YouTube video, but, I didn't really decorate it too much. Downstairs is where I have most of my storage systems. I got a whole bunch of stuff inside these boxes. I got a whole bunch of these chest plates and stuff because I did a whole bunch of end city raiding. This right here is the city flag. So this is basically like, it's like a country, but it's, yeah, basically this is like the flag of like the city. So this is kind of what our nation is called. It's called Nexus City. I have a whole bunch of stuff here. This is a whole bunch of sand that I got from various tasks, which I'll show you in later in this episode. Partially from digging that area right there, flattening it out, and also from where my main base is, because that used to be a whole bunch of sandy hills. So, just going to show you just like the stuff I have in this. This is like my second house. So, yeah, got some stuff in here. Just like a whole bunch of random stuff. And then inside my ender chest, I usually keep a whole bunch of shulker boxes. I have a bunch of dragon heads, a bunch of end city stuff, because again, I love doing end city looting. And the cool thing is about this world is right here, just over that mountain, there's a village, and that's where the stronghold is. So that's very helpful. And I really like the design of this. I think that I think that this was a perfect design. I want to upgrade because I actually have been staying here more than I do in my main base, which is actually a lot bigger. So yeah, this is like my most recent build. I don't know, it looks kind of ugly. I'm gonna put some sort of shop here because my cousin plays and his house is right there. So yeah, I want to do some sort of like guardian or some sort of monument shop because I found a monument a while ago, but he kind of wants to buy some of this stuff, and I want redstone because I want to start building stuff out of redstone. This is a custom mountain which I'm working on, and I've started doing a little bit of it the past few days, but I'm not very good at doing this type of stuff. So yeah, just recently I actually killed the wither again. Me and my cousin, we grinded to get another set of wither heads, and we defeated the wither. I tried to do it inside the end, but for some reason the wither, it was not very efficient because I was trying to build it underneath the bedrock and it escaped, but we ended up killing it, so that's not that big of a deal. I have a double beacon right here with speed and strength because even though this area is torched up a bunch, there still is mobs that do tend to break in, so I definitely need to be careful about that. This is, I created this like a few weeks ago. This is supposed to be the main central part of the town. So it's not really decorated yet, but I want to create like a bunch of paths around here and connect it around to the various parts and build maybe more houses and stuff here. So yeah, last World Tour video, I did not defeat the Ender Dragon, and I did not have the Light Trial or any of that stuff yet, but as you can see, it is changed now. I have the Ender Dragon egg right there. I think it's a cool idea because, you know, I don't want to have to keep it for myself. Just keep it in the center of town so everyone can kind of share and see its glory and stuff. Oh, this is wrong. I'm supposed to have a, whatever. Anyways, this is like a little house right next to it. I want to have some sort of um, barrel shop. Like, I want to sell shulker boxes on this side and barrels on this side. And obviously have an ender chest here, so any shoppers can easily grab their ender chest. If you didn't know, this is my single-ish player survival world. My cousin does tend to play on it a little bit. Not too much. Like, basically all the builds I've done, he helps sometimes. But, yeah, I got... So, shulker boxes here. This is a shulker box full of End City loot because me and my cousin, we tend to do a lot of End City looting because it's a lot of fun, and getting all this good loot, it's really rewarding. So yeah, this is my Star Wars district. This is like my favorite part of Nexus City because I just love Star Wars, and I've watched The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. So, and I love this. This is not my own designs. I got this from a YouTuber named FWhip. I don't know if you've heard of him or not, but you can look at him on YouTube. So I think this looks amazing, and what I kind of want to do is, because this is like a desert area right here, I want to build this whole area having like a Star Wars feel. So I've gotten the designs from his builds, and I want to implement them into my own type of design, but with the same style. So the interiors aren't made yet. I made this a while ago, like just a few days after the World Tour video. So I think they look amazing, and I would love to make my own designs later. I also looked up another YouTube video for this because I'm not very good at like just these type of Star Warsy builds. So I think by building these from YouTube, I think I've kind of gotten in my head the design I want to use for my own builds. This is like a little speeder for Star Wars, so I think this looks sick, and having a Star Wars district is going to be awesome. A lot of things I still need to do is terraforming, like as you can see right here, I've gotten a lot dug out, but I want to make this whole place right here dug out, so from this town right here, I can get a good view of this place right here, because as I said, I want to connect these together, make it one big town, and I don't know, maybe one day I was just kind of out of ideas, didn't know what to build, so I was like, you know what, I kind of want to get a good view on the city. It looks kind of ugly, but I think because it's such a big build and it looks so cool, because of how big and tall it is, I think it's not going to look as ugly as I thought it was, but it's basically just big giant cobblestone tower, and if we fly to the top, we can actually see the view of Nexus City. So takes a little bit to get to the top. It takes at least like 4 rockets. Okay, so the clouds are kind of in the way, but you can get a really good feel of what the city looks like. So that's one of my most recent builds. I don't know why I built that, but I kind of want to have some outposts out here. once it's gonna look better when I finish decorating it, because that's basically just the layout or the rough bones of the build structure. So you can see all the paths. This is like the mainly populated area, and the Guardian shop thingy that I'm working on, it looks really just randomized from the top. So I definitely have to do some work on that, because yeah. Also from the last episode, I did not have these trees. I decided to add these trees just to add some greenery. And I also add some bone meal to some flowers to this main area right here, because once again, this is the main area that I'm in, but I want this to be the main central part of town, not this. I have my portal to the Nether here, and this big giant item transportation system. So if I want to, from my base, I can throw items into the water stream, and it'll go all the way down here into a hopper and go down to a chest where I can receive the items and bring them to my base and do various things with that. So this is actually my main base, which I actually don't go over here as often as I have been lately, because I've been spending a lot more time here. So I still want to connect these together, so eventually I am going to use that more, but I will show that in a little bit. So yeah, I thought this place was really cool. It's hollow because obviously no reason why not to, and I think it's a cool view. It looks really awesome. So yeah, let's hop down here and show you the rest of this town. That was a little bit scary. Okay. So I told you that I looked up a YouTube video to build this. And what I did recently was I replicated this house onto here. So I built this custom mountain right here. I made it look not realistic, like look kind of like fake, because I thought it was kind of cool, make it look like symmetrical and everything. It's very similar to this, but there's a few key differences. First of all, the palette. Second of all, on the other side of it, there's a window on the side of the roof, whereas this, there's no window here. So it's very similar, but the interior is different. Doors are different, the layout is different, and also, this is 2 blocks high, whereas the other house is 3 blocks high. And there's nothing in here so far. So, I do want to make this, a villager breeding area, because I want to create a village here, and make this a little town. I told you. Big, giant walls surrounding this entire place. Decorated, but I'm still early on in the process, so can't really get ahead of myself too much. Let's fly over here. This is something that it looks bad. I understand that. I understand that it's not gonna look as good as it will be within the feature, but this is just the bones. So these are just chests. These aren't for. These are just chests that I'm keeping for my wooden stuff. I got a whole bunch of like iron stuff because I used to have a beacon on top of here, but this is just the bones of it. So this is not finalized yet, not even close. This is gonna be basically my watchtower, and there's gonna be walls, I told you, surrounding this place. I still am trying to figure out a good mix between finding the right palette that's gonna make it look not too modern, but not too oldish. Because once again, this is like woodish, and then right over here where my actual base is, it's like made of concrete and stuff. And um, that's actually another helpful thing about having this place right here and terraforming it and destroying all the sand is I have plenty of sand to satisfy my needs of getting concrete. So this is my cousin's house. I built it for him. He's added a few things to like this little pens and outdoor areas, and I think he did a good job with it. He has his storage area. He doesn't really have too many diamonds, so he doesn't really have too much. He has most of his stuff on his inventory on him. Um, he has this downstairs area. He doesn't really have too much. He has some chests right here, nothing in here, composter and anvil and stuff. He only has diamond armor so far. Yeah, he has elytra broke, but he has a whole bunch of TNT because he's been helping me out fighting or exploding this area right here, and also digging because we can't afford that much. He has a whole bunch of various things like a sharpness enchantment book, and this is his upstairs place right here. and he has the American flag right here. So that's basically it for this house right here. My other cousin's house is right here. She does not play, like, at all. She's only played for one day. I built this for her, but she doesn't really play anymore, so it's just kind of sitting here for decoration. I want to move in some villagers and do some stuff here, and also build more farms, because I have an animal farm way over there, which I get most of my meat from, but until recently, I've stopped I've stopped my cow farm. I've killed all my cows, and I've replaced them all with sheep. So my meat is gonna start to be more mutton, cooked mutton, because I killed them with my sharp fire aspect sword. So I'm gonna get cooked mutton immediately. This is my portal. There's nothing. This basically brings me to my mega base, which is over there. So instead of doing that, we're gonna bring me us do the scenic route. Before we do that, there's a few more things I need to show you guys. First of all, there is this arrow right here, and this is basically showing my underwater or underground shop. So I have a shop under here. I don't really know what I'm gonna sell here yet, but I assume I want to sell some sort of wood, or not wood, maybe some sandstone or something, because I have a lot of sand, and I think my cousin would want to use some, because he wants to do some, he wants to upgrade his base. This is like a little stables where I keep my first horse. It's a really bad horse, but it was my first one, so I want to make sure he has a good life, you know, under these trees, make sure there's shade, make sure he's happy. My pumpkin farm, which I used when I didn't have as much food back then, but I have a whole bunch of dogs here, bunch of random stuff in here. And I added these trees very recently because, you know, adding some greenery is really nice and stuff. This is actually not a house. This brings us down to the Underground Railroad. So, bunch of random stuff here. As you can probably notice, like throughout this whole world tour and possibly throughout other videos, is I just have a bunch of random stuff lying everywhere. But I do have a storage system in my house here, and also in my house, my mega base. So this place used to be having a workable piston door, but for some reason it broke. I'm not complaining about that. I have a beacon down here with a haste beacon, because having Instamine is a necessity when you're doing these giant digs right here. This is going to be my underground farming district, sort of. So I'm gonna have all sorts of farms, like iron farms and stuff like that, because I really want to get into redstone. So that's why I want to create shops, so I can sell stuff with my cousin, because he has a lot of redstone. So yeah, I've done a lot of work digging this area. In the last episode of the world tour, I've only gotten a section of this place dug out, but I've done a lot of progression throughout this, and I want to replace all this with the sandstone wall. You'll see. You'll see what it's going to look like. This is not the finished result, and that's kind of what's been happening. There's a lot of things that are not finished yet, but they will get finished, I promise. So let's get up here. There's a hole I did for just temporarily until I finish the area, because, you know, as I said, haste 2 is kind of a necessity, especially when you're digging for a long period of time. So this is what I built just after the 1.16 update, because as you'd probably notice, I have a full set of netherite, netherite helmet, leggings, and boots, and a full set of netherite gear. So, yeah. One thing that I am very grateful for is in Bedrock Edition, for some reason, I feel like things are more common and easy to get, such as getting the tridents in Bedrock Edition is so much easier than it is in Java Edition. And also, finding netherite just seems to be a lot easier in Bedrock than it is in Java Edition. And for the most part, I've tried lighting up this entire city. I think I've done a good job. I want to add, as soon as I start landscaping this area, I'm going to add light sources like under trapdoors and wool stuff, just so we don't have to see the ugly torches. But for now, this will do. So yeah, I just built this the day after the 1.16 update, and I think it looks nice, and I was just really excited to just start using the blocks. So yeah, it's right hidden behind my Pokeball. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a hidden place. So that's mainly around this town. I have a shop right here which sells logs and stuff. We don't really need to go into there. This is my doghouse right here. This is basically just, I built this for the sole purpose of keeping my dogs here. I just recently got dogs because I do not live anywhere close to a taiga biome, but just recently I got dogs and brought them over here. So that's basically it for Nexus City. We are going to be heading over to this place right here. So yeah, still a lot of things I need to work on. Besides that's basically it. I'm not gonna go to the nether portal because I don't really have much there yet. There's a nether fortress right next to the main area, but I'm gonna take the scenic route. So I have a railroad right here, so you can really get a good feel of this place right here. And I want to create a bridge right here to, I told you, connect this whole city together, and I'm very excited about that. I just, a lot of work. This is my creeper farm. I've just finished it. It was broken for a little bit because I had holes peeking through the top because the creepers exploded it when I went up there. And right now it's working currently, so I have plenty of firework rockets to, yeah, plenty of firework rockets. And I think it looks really nice. Like, a lot of creeper farms don't look nice because they don't have support and they don't have all this detail, but I think having all this and towers and stuff really adds it and makes it look really nice. So, just very recently, like, you should definitely watch my last, oh, god, jeez. It's a good thing I had a feather falling. You should definitely watch my last world tour video, because, oh, creeper. For my last world tour video, there was not this area right here. It was just this. I have been grinding a lot of sand and a lot of gravel. As you can see, this area is completely flattened out. I used to have a beacon. Let me show you. A beacon right here. It should be on this side right here. Hopefully, I think it's here. Yeah, right here. I transferred it over to Nexus City, but yeah, I've been basically just gathering a crap load of sand and gravel, because there's a gravel biome way off behind this jungle area right here, and another way off for these mountains right here, which I don't need to show you, but I'll show you. I think you'll be able to see it from my other island place that I'm working on. But yeah, this is the front of my place, and this new section of the base is new, brand new. So I haven't really gotten a chance to add anything new to it. I have a whole bunch of chests full of a bunch of concrete powder and stuff, because I don't like building out of just using concrete, because it's a lot of work to have to put it into water and then break it again. So I just build out of concrete powder and then get water buckets to replace it down with certain stuff that doesn't, that like this, like for floating. I obviously need to do that because concrete powder does not float in the air. But yeah, this is my sorting system. I have, or not, it's not redstone, it's not automated whatsoever, but this is like my storage system. A lot of it has been brought over to Nexus City, but I do have a storage system full of tons of sandstone and stuff. Some of them are empty, like this. I have a whole bunch of orange concrete and stuff because I have a flower farm, which is broken because having all these updates and stuff to Minecraft has really changed and broken a lot of my systems. I have a whole bunch of wood and stuff which I use, but once again, I've brought them over, and there are a lot of them are just kind of spread out throughout the world. I have miscellaneous items and stuff. This is like my main bedroom, which I haven't gone in here in a little bit, but I think it's pretty cool. This is a newish area that I created a few weeks ago. I have a painting right here. You go behind it. It's pretty obvious. Down here, you jump down here into the water, and I think this looks really awesome. I love building out of concrete, but having like to do all this work just get this using gravel and all this stuff, I've been kind of leaning away towards it. Like in Nexus City, a lot of it is made out of wood, but I like this style because I'm kind of sick of having this style. But yeah, this is going to be another sort of what am I supposed to say it like? I don't really know I'm gonna store in here. I just kind of did it because I just want to just create sorting system so I don't have to run out of storage space. But yeah, this is my ravine. As you can see, I haven't mined out of it at all. I want to kind of keep the natural feel of this area. So, um, right in Nexus City, I will show you where I do most of my mining. I have a mine shaft where I do a lot of my strip mining and stuff. So, yeah, let me show you really quickly. I'm running out of rockets, so I might have to go into my rockets shulker box, which I usually keep with me right here. This is where my mine is. I'm not gonna go fully down there, but the mine is pretty big, and it ends up at this end right here somewhere. Yeah, right here. The mine is so big, it goes all the way down to like bedrockish, and it comes out this end right here. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay. I'm gonna need to do a little quick of a pit stop right here. Get some rockets. I'm almost out of rockets, but I think I have more at the base, so it's fine. Once again, I have tons and tons and tons of sugarcane, because I have some sugarcane in the village over here, which I'll show you later. And I have a bunch of gunpowder from my creeper farm, which is supplying me just fine. So, yeah, this is basically my base. Let's go upstairs to show you the main part of the upstairs. I have an area right up here with some stuff in it, and you get a really good view of this place right here. I think I did a good job. There's still going to be a second floor of this, but I still haven't gotten to it. I am, even in the last world tour, I still haven't done it. So I've kind of been holding it off because I've been busy doing other stuff. And also working on my second survival world, which I'm going to do some sort of survival series like that. This is basically my valuables chest. That's my friend's name, Max. And I don't want him stealing my stuff, so, you know, Max, don't even think about taking my stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff full of my valuables, which I have been collecting for a very long time, and I have not spent it at all because there is a lot of work that I need to do, and I'm not going to tell you guys yet, but I have some plans. So I've brought most of my stuff over downstairs or over here. This was like my second storage, like main storage area. It's mostly empty because I've moved it all off. This is my throne. I think it's awesome because you get a really good feel of like the world. You can also get this really awesome glass thing, which you can really see a lot of Nexus City and stuff. This is the new area. This wall wasn't here. New area right here, under right here and right here. So completely new area. I have a whole bunch of crafting places because you know, once again, having a lot of crafting um is really important and stuff. A lot of open windows because I love having a lot of light coming in, especially I don't want any creepers or mobs spawning in. And this place is flattened out. I got a whole bunch of stone using my Silk Touch pickaxe, and once again keeping this whole area very untouched by me. But I did have to create some farms and stuff. But this was my first house. Obviously, it wasn't this big when I first created it. I extended it after a while, but this was like my first home that I created, and I think for my first home, it was pretty good. This entire world is around 1 year old. I have some stuff in here. A lot of it is taken out because, you know, I don't go here anymore. I go here. The only times I go here is for my enchantment table here because this is, I think, my only enchantment table I have in this world, which I think it's a nice excuse for me to go over here. Under here, I created this so long ago. I haven't gone under here in months, like literally months. Place right here. I don't even know why I created this. I think I had something down here before, but whatever I had, I moved a long time ago. Nothing in these chests. Nothing in these. A few things in these chests, like some wood, because I love doing a bunch of wood gathering. Because yeah, so I have some animals in here which I haven't moved in a really long time. I used to have yeah, right here. I used to have like a bigger wood farm, but I haven't really done that anymore because I've been just exploring out, especially when I found the Woodland Mansion. Just going out into those biomes and just mining for wood. I find it a lot easier than having them create all these farms and stuff because I'm not very redstone savvy. So this is like a house I created a while ago. I think it looks really nice. The block palette could have been different, but yeah, it has a nice interior, some stuff in here, a map of the village research right over here, and then it's, you know, some um like a kitchen sort of. I have a bed right here just in case I want to come over here to build. I only use this bed to reset my spawn, so if I died, I would just stay right here, but I don't really come over here too often. So yeah, I used to have a very nice village here, but sadly because of how many raids that I have fought here and how poorly I have taken care of this place, it is an abandoned wasteland. Like, I mean, like, super abandoned. There is basically no more villagers. I used to have mending villagers. I used to have a beautiful village with all sorts of stuff, but because of all the creeper holes, a lot of this is creeper holes, but also some of this is created because of generation, or not generation, spawn generated stuff. But yeah, this is a mine that I have created a while ago, but I have not started mining in here yet. I think it looks really nice, and I'm really excited to start creating a big mine down here. And yeah, but this place used to be full of villagers, thriving with. I used to have a mending villager, but sadly, they have all died because of how many raids I've fought here. So yeah, heading over here, this is where my cow farm used to be. You can see there's still a few cows in here, which I still haven't fully killed yet. I'm gonna replenish them, I will, but I'm kind of low on sheep and cows, so I'm gonna eventually um, breed all the cows and sheep to fill up this whole area. It's gonna be really laggy, but it's okay. I need the food. Um, I have a flower farm right here, and as you can see, I put tons of flowers right here. I have a really nice area that I built right here. I think it's really like garden. I gotta be careful. Uh-oh. I used to have pufferfish in here, but I think they despawned or something, or I killed them or whatever. But yeah, this is my flower farm. It is broken. I don't know. It could be between. It could be a mix between the updates and also a mix between. Look, because usually I get the bone meal, and right under here, I have like the dispenser with the bone meal and the observers, and then they would replenish the bone meal and move these things side to side to break it. But for some reason, it's broken because what happened was I got a water bucket right here, and I accidentally placed it down, and it broke all this redstone stuff. And I tried to rebuild it, but I'm not good at redstone. I looked up a YouTube video for this, so I didn't rebuild it somehow, or because of the updates. I think it's a mix between both of them. So the truth is, I don't really need this farm working again for a long time now because I have more flowers and dye than I know what to do with. So it is not needed at all. And right here, I have created this flat place right here, which I want to create some sort of like custom map art, and I have greatly underestimated how big map arts are, like how big the map renders like these places. So yeah, right here I have a little bit of a wheat farm. I don't use it anymore because I have some bunch of seeds in here. I don't really use this wheat farm anymore because I don't eat wheat anymore. It's not bread is really not needed anymore. I have this right here, which is like a nice pool place right here. Random stuff right here to cover up the exit part. If you go under here, there is nothing much, just a mine that I have right here, which is one of my first mines that I've dug in. Yeah, I've explored all this stuff and mined basically any diamonds or iron that it was basically generated here because I've sucked up most of the resources, but I generally like to keep this entire main area that I am in very beautiful and lush looking. So this is a tower that I have right here. It's a really big tower, very well decorated, and it kind of looks off this area right here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Jeez, I do not want it to explode. Okay. This is my island base right here. I don't know why I have a random ender chest right here, but probably wasn't me. It was probably my cousin, so I'm not going to blame on myself. I have an ice biome over here, and then right here is where newish, which I haven't gone in here in a while because the last world tour video, which was like a month ago, I've said, yeah, I'm gonna start working on here. I'm gonna start building this, but I have never. Oh yeah, I do have another enchantment table right here, but I haven't gotten myself to come over here more. This is basically. Let me get a good view of this so I can really show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like, and I haven't gone out of here. Like, I have been super lazy and haven't gone over here, and I just don't really know where to start, and I'm just kind of out of ideas. So this is gonna be where a few of my farms and other stuff are. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff right here. I want to create some sort of kelp farm. I have a lot of stuff here, like a lot. The looting 3 sword, because this is a bunch of from N rating, and I haven't done any of that stuff. This is where my cousin's chests are. Some stuff in here, a bunch of like diamond tools and stuff. This is a portal right here, and uh-oh, there's a piece. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I have not gone here in a while. This is my custom built mountain. I basically, well, not custom built. This was a mountain just like this. I got my shovel and basically dug this whole area out and gotten rid of all the dirt. So, and I replaced a lot of it with some cobblestone and create this big giant hole under it so I can basically walk through. That place right there, there's nothing up there. Like, that's just for aesthetics. Like, there's literally no way to get up there or inside there. So, yeah, I have this walkway right here, and this is like a little house that I built a very, very long time ago. And, you know, from doing all this raiding and stuff, I have too many saddles that I know what to do with. Like, I just have horses everywhere. Like, I have this random horse right here, which is probably really bad. Like, I don't think I've used this in a long time. I haven't gone in here in a while, like, in a very long time. So, I think the last bits of this world tour are definitely right here. It's not really too big of an area, but I have a little outpost, which I have created such a long time ago. This is like an outpost house that I built when I explored here a long time ago. You know, when I didn't have the elytra, when I didn't have all that stuff, and it has experienced a lot of wear and tear. Creeper attacks, explosions, stuff right here. I have a shulker box because I went around here recently because right here is where this village is where I have my stronghold and where I have my newly found village. This is a thriving village. Not this place right here, but a custom-made village that I'll show you in a bit. This is where the stronghold is. I have a bed right here so I can set my spawn. And here is where the stronghold is, which is actually very, very close to spawn and very, very close to a lot of stuff, which I'm actually very happy. So, yeah. Right over here, I have a box, which I have been breeding villagers like crazy. I have a mending villager, which is somewhere around here. Is it you? Nope, level 1. Is it you? Is it you? Uh-oh. Wait, what? Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, I'll make another mending villager. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. He was supposed to be in that box right there, but yeah, that happens sometimes. That happens, especially when you don't light stuff up. And well, whatever. Anywho, I have a villager outpost right here, and yeah, just over this mountain right here, you can see is Nexus City. So it all wraps around very well, and you know, connecting all this stuff together and creating these walls around it, I think is a very good long-term project, which I am super duper excited to work on. And I'm just really excited to see what the future holds for this world. And let me know if you want to see the world tour for my other world, which is not even close to as big. Like, it's probably going to be like a 5-minute world tour video. Like, but yeah, so yeah, tell me what you think about this world, and do you have any ideas for any builds or what the wall palette should be? Because I would really appreciate it, and also really appreciate if you like to subscribe because that really means a lot to me. And thank you for watching. So yeah, bye.